the historic Women Reservation Bill has been passed in the Lok Sabha, but now there is one point of contention between the government and the opposition parties is about its implementation and how it is related to the Delimitation Commission. This is what we will be looking today. Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh, and in today's video we will be discussing about the Women Reservation Bill and how it is related to the Delimitation Commission. So about the timeline first about the news, then Women Reservation Bill implementation, what is the problem that has been raised related to it, then why is delimitation needed, what is Delimitation Commission, the last delimitation exercise that has been conducted in our country, and why is delimitation important, and in the end a prelims MCQ. Topic is of importance from General Studies paper 2, that is polity section. From exam perspective, you should be able to know about the bill and then about everything about the Delimitation Commission, because a question has been asked in the PYQ with respect to prelims and mains both regarding the Delimitation Commission. So this is a very important point. Now the news talks about before women's quota in parliament and state assemblies, the issue of delimitation. What is it? Why is it needed? Now this is the point which is now in news so much, how the Women Reservation Bill is related to the Delimitation Commission or the point of delimitation. So first of all, the Women Reservation Bill was passed by the cabinet, Union Cabinet, and now it has been passed in the Lok Sabha, and it is likely that during the special session of the parliament which is being conducted now, it will be passed by the Rajya Sabha also. And it talks about giving 33% reservation to women in Lok Sabha, or you can say in the parliament and state assemblies. It talks about giving 33% reservation in parliament and state assemblies. But now there are 2-3 points of contention which has been raised. First is the Delimitation Commission, then second is that the OBC women are not included in this, and third is the census point also, because delimitation depends on the census. So that is the Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam, the Constitution 128th Amendment Bill 2023, which talks about providing for 33% reservation for women in Lok Sabha and state assemblies. And now this has been passed by the Lok Sabha and likely to be cleared by the Rajya Sabha in the Parliament's ongoing special session. But the point lies that even though it will be passed by the Rajya Sabha also, and it will go to the President, and the President might also sign it, but the point that is being raised is that even if the bill becomes an act, it will take a lot of time to be implemented. Now let's talk about that. Why is this implementation is a big point and the point of contention between the government and the opposition parties. It might be several years before the reservation becomes applicable, and it has been made contingent on the delimitation exercise, because it is connected with the census and the delimitation exercise. Now let's see that how is it connected with the delimitation exercise. And because of the delimitation exercise and the census, it will be delayed. Now, Women's Reservation Bill implementation. The implementation of the reservation provision is not immediate. There is contingent on two processes, that is a delimitation exercise and a census. Now, the Women Reservation Bill will depend, its implementation will depend on the census and the delimitation exercise. And delimitation exercise depends on the census. Only when the census will come out, the delimitation exercise can happen. Now the problem is that census was supposed to come out in the year 2021, but because of the COVID pandemic, census exercise could not be completed, and till now the census has not been published. So if the census will be delayed, then the delimitation exercise will automatically be delayed, because the delimitation exercise is dependent on the census. Now 2021 census has not been published till now, and the elections are in 2024. It means that in the coming elections, the delimitation exercise cannot take part. So, in the coming election, the women reservation bill, even though it becomes an act, it will not be implemented. So, delimitation is the process. Now, what is delimitation? It is a process of redrawing parliamentary and assembly constituencies based on the latest population data. Now, what happens is, now imagine in Lok Sabha and state assemblies, there are different constituencies, and constituencies are made by through the delimitation exercise. Now, the constituencies are different. Now, when the census data comes, after the census, the delimitation exercise takes place. Now, if the census has not been published, the delimitation exercise cannot take place. Now, what delimitation exercise does, that depending on the population, depending on the arrangement of the population in a place, the redrawing, it means the already drawn constituencies, the already drawn territory of the constituencies can be redrawn. If the population of a place becomes high or becomes low, depending on that, if all the places should have equal percentage share of the votes. So, depending on the percentage share of the votes, so that every vote is equal, the redrawing of the constituencies can take place, and that redrawing of the constituency can take place through the delimitation exercise. And the census 2021 will become the basis for the delimitation exercise. So, if the census has not been published till now, delimitation exercise cannot take place. That would result in an increase or redefining of the boundaries of parliamentary and assembly constituencies. Now, imagine that if census 2021 gets published, for now it is not being published, imagine in the coming 5 years it gets published. So, if there is one constituency whose population becomes very high, so that the constituency needs redrawing, the constituency territory needs redrawing, and only after the delimitation exercises, the number of seats or the number of constituencies from a area or from a state can increase or decrease. Now, why is delimitation needed? What is the reason that why delimitation is needed? So, boundaries of Lok Sabha and assembly constituencies must be redrawn to ensure equitable representation. Now, again the point of equitable representation comes, and again the point that imagine the census is an exercise which is a decadal exercise which takes place in 10 years, and it talks about the population of the nation. So, if the census will tell us about the population density, about the population, male population, female population, how much increase or decrease has taken place. So, depending on the data of the census, the constituencies, if there is an extreme increase in the population of certain constituency, then it needs redefining or redrawing, just to ensure equitable representation of every space, of every state, of every constituency. That vote of every person carries similar weight. It should not be like that in a area there is very high population, but the number of constituencies is similar to another area which has very low population, but the number of constituencies are similar. So, what will happen is that the area in which the number of people are very less, the person's vote will carry a very high weightage. So that the ratio of the number of constituencies and the population of the state is broadly similar. It should not be like that the number of constituencies is low but the population is very high, and on the other hand the population is very low but the number of constituencies are very high. So this will create problem or disbalance. As populations change, there is a need to readjust the number and boundaries of the constituencies. So everything depends on the population, whether it is increasing, decreasing, and this population change can only be told through the exercise of the census. And if population change will come, that can be told by the census. Only after that the delimitation exercise can take place. Now let us know about the delimitation exercise. So the constitutional requirement to carry out delimitation of constituencies after every census. So carrying out of the delimitation exercise after every census is a constitutional exercise. So it is there in the constitution. And Article 82 of the Indian Constitution talks about the readjustment after each census. So it talks about the importance, that how important the delimitation exercise is in our country, because it is mentioned in the Constitution of India, that according to the Article 82 of the Constitution of India, readjustment after each census needs to be taken, and this readjustment of constituencies can be done by the Delimitation Commission. And the Articles 81, 170, 330 and 332 of the Indian Constitution are also associated with the delimitation exercise. Article 170 is related to the state assemblies. So these deals with the composition and reservation of seats in Lok Sabha and state assemblies, and it also refers to this readjustment. So these are all the articles which is associated with the delimitation exercise. And delimitation exercise is conducted by an independent delimitation commission. So it is an independent delimitation commission, and the delimitation exercise is appointed by the president. So this delimitation commission is appointed by the president, and the decisions of the delimitation commissions are considered to be final, and they cannot be challenged in any court. So appointed by the President of India, the decisions are considered to be final and they cannot be challenged in any court, because if they will be challenged, then the final decision will never be able to take place and the process will keep on getting delayed. Next, that is the last delimitation exercise that has taken place in our country till now. So the census has been carried out 7 times since independence in our country. Since the time of independence, that is 1947, the census has been carried out 7 times, but on the other hand, the delimitation has been carried out only 4 times, and the year in which delimitation has taken out is 1952, 1963, 1973 and the year 2002. So these are the 4 times when the delimitation exercise has been carried out, and the number of Lok Sabha constituencies has not changed since the time of 1976. So since the time of 1976, the number of Lok Sabha constituencies has not been changed, even though the delimitation exercise took place in the year 2002, but the number of Lok Sabha constituencies was not changed. It was only the redrawing of the boundaries took place, but the number of Lok Sabha constituencies was not changed. It remained unchanged. So the next delimitation exercise should take place on the basis of the first census, which is carried out after 2026. So the first census which will be carried out after the year 2026, the next delimitation exercise will depend on that. Now because that is 25 years after the 84th Amendment Act, and the 84th Amendment Act took place in the year, that is 2001. So after 2001, that is after 25 years, that is in the year 2026, the first census can be carried out, and on the basis of this, the delimitation commission, that is the next delimitation exercise, can be carried out. And this is because of the 84th Amendment Act. And the 84th Amendment Act talks about constituency borders were frozen until the first census after 2026, or at least until after 2031. So these 3 things that I have told you till now depends on the 84th Amendment Act. See, the 84th Amendment Act of 2001, it talks about that the constituency borders were frozen. It means they were fixed, and it was said that they were fixed until the first census after 2026. So whichever first census will take place after the year 2026, on the basis of that first census after 2026, the next delimitation exercise will take place. But till then, the borders will remain frozen. So this was about the 84th Amendment Act. Now, why is delimitation important? Why is it considered to be important? It is considered to be important because On the basis of the delimitation exercise, it will depend that the number of Lok Sabha seats, whether it will increase or decrease. So the delimitation results in a change in the total number of parliamentary and assembly seats. And the 1951 census increased the Lok Sabha seats from 489 to 494. Then from 494 it was further increased to 522 after the 1961 census, and it was finally increased to 543 after the 1971 census. So it has been changed first in 1951 from 489 to 494, then in 1961 from 494 to 522, then in 1971 from 522 to 543. So this was about the delimitation commission. Why is it important? When was the last delimitation exercise took place? I hope you understood this one. About the 25 years 84th Amendment Act, let me tell you once more. So what happens is, let me just rub this, because knowing about the 84th Amendment Act becomes important. See, census has been carried out 7 times since independence. This is clear. But the delimitation exercise has been carried out till now only 4 times. Now this is also clear. The number of Lok Sabha constituencies has not changed since 1976. This is also clear, because this is a fact. This cannot be changed. That since the time of 1976, number of Lok Sabha constituencies has not been changed. Now, what happens is, the 84th Amendment Act in the year 2001, it talks about that the constituency borders has been frozen, has been fixed till the time the next census does not take place, and the date that has been set for the next census is the date of 2026. It means after 2026, whichever census will take place, on the basis of the data of that census, the next delimitation exercise can take place. This is the crux of what we have discussed here. Last delimitation exercise, then we discussed about delimitation, why is delimitation needed, then why women reservation bill implementation is doubtful or it will get extended. Now in the end, a prelims MCQ, and people need to tell me the answer in the comment section, and it is also a PYQ of the year 2012. With reference to the delimitation commission, consider the following statements. First statement, the orders of the delimitation commission cannot be challenged in a court of law. We have discussed this. Second, when the orders of the delimitation commission are laid before the Lok Sabha or state assemblies, they cannot effect any modification in the orders. This is also an easy one. We have discussed both of this. Then you have to talk about the correct statement. 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. Because this is a PYQ, you will be able to understand that the points where you need to focus upon. So try to give me the answer in the comment section. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing.